Hello, hello, D-Rock here. Welcome to the channel. I hope you all are well. Today's going to be an interesting day. I'm heading out in search of a specific piece of rock art, and it is a large red pictograph, like really large, supposedly 4 to 5 feet tall. And it's known as El Rojo, or the Red. So I've never been out in the area, and I've got some vague instructions on where this particular piece of rock art may exist. Hopefully I'm heading out into the right direction. But I think this is going to be an extraordinary day, a fantastic hike with lots of beautiful scenery. So please join me for the adventure. And if you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. It helps us out tremendously. Okay, we are out here and it is 1 degree above freezing. So until that sun gets up, it's gonna be a little chilly. So we're gonna wander down this wash and hopefully find the big red pictograph. That's the mission today. And I've never been out here before. Sorry. So maybe we'll find it, maybe we won't. But you know, that's part of it, is coming out here and looking. So here we go. But first, we're already off to a good start because we've got some interesting rock art right here. That's pretty cool. That is really interesting right there. Very unique. More of the same. Yeah, pretty cool indeed. You know, apologies, you might hear panting dog from time to time, but sun is just peeking up, and I am thankful for that because it is freezing out here. Now that's pretty cool. Let's have a look at this. Oh, there's the sun. Hallelujah. I am one cold kid. But gotta check this out. This is probably written in Greece. G.A. Little 1874. That's, wow, isn't that crazy? I mean, let's not talk about the prehistoric aspect of this area, but about 150 years ago, a fellow stood right where I'm standing and put his name on the rock and probably grease from a wagon wheel or something like that. Man. That's absolutely incredible. Oh, whoa, there's some more. Backpack's grabbing here. The alcove here. Wow. There's G.A. Little again. Frank. AW 1857. Martha Master. Phil Master. That's probably an 87 right there. Maybe that's a 5.487. Wow. Or a 57, I'm sorry. That might be a 57 because we got 1857 here. Man, check that out. Now, I want to point out another thing. You see these marks right here? That's from bullets. What do we got down here? What? So they all sat right here 150, 170 years ago. And wrote their names in grease. And that was their view. Well, no wonder this is such a popular area. There's agua. Agua in the desert. Yeah, wherever there's agua, there's gonna be humans. Good news about it being so cold today. So hopefully we don't run into rattlesnakes. Looks like there might be an alcove in here. It's worth going and having a look because you never know what you can run into. So I've never been here before. This is all new to me. It's really exciting coming across this stuff. Just gets your mind working, thinking about what life was like all those years ago. Not just 150 years ago, but when we're seeing some of these petroglyphs, pictographs, rock art, some of it's so faded and weathered that it's obviously ancient. So what was life like then as well, you know? It's just definitely ripe for contemplation. All right, I just spotted a nice zoomorphic petroglyph. So if you're not familiar, zoomorphic means kind of like an animal. So we're gonna walk over and have a look at that. Check that out. Camera shadow out of it. That's pretty cool. It's my hand, I'm not touching this, but you can get an idea of how big that is. Impressive. Yeah, so whoever carved that in the rock hung out right here 1,000 years ago, maybe earlier, maybe later, not sure. And that's what they saw. Interesting. Wonder what their typical day was like out here in the desert. Maybe we'll come across a petroglyph with 6 fingers today. That would be interesting. Going to come down from the cliffs a little bit, and oh man, there's some glyphs carved all over that rock right there. Never mind, we're going back up. There we go. Yeah. That's pretty interesting. There we go. Interesting. Look at that. That's a trip. And then we got more of that. It almost looks like a village, you know? Type of housing. Maybe around this area. Don't know. There's another one. Right there. Yeah. Very interesting. What's that? So this is all pretty old. This is weathered. Weathered pretty good. Oh yeah, looks like we got a panel right up in here. All right. Upward. So this is an obvious way up and out of here, and it's interesting because you've got that right beside that, and you can get an idea of how these I'm not touching it, how they have created these images. It looks like, you know, maybe here we go, like pecking almost. You can see that. You can notice that. So they had like a tool with like maybe a hammer, and they were pecking it out. But here's some stuff here that's really weathered away. I mean, I have no idea how old this is, but this is sandstone, and obviously it's a material that'll weather fairly easy. But you got whatever, there's a fat man right there. That's a very common style of petroglyph all over the area. And of course, got your spiral, concentric circles here. Some zoomorphic figures. There's stuff farther up. And then there's something that seems to be different, quite different. Just past these, and this is, I don't know, seems very different right there. Look at that. That's old, really weathered through here. But that style is, I don't know, that's very different. Dare I say, that almost looks Mesoamerican. And it may or may, you know, it's all interrelated in the long run. People moved all around, but you can see kind of the styling down here too. Look at that. Oh, that's, wow. That's a trip there. This looks a little more recent than the stuff below it. And I'm just talking out loud here, of course. There's some really old stuff right there. Looks like two figures, one that way, one upside down. Maybe falling? I don't know. Who knows? Wow, this has been an extremely interesting walk thus far. And hopefully we run into El Rojo. So Feel like we're on the right track, right? All right, we got another small panel, but it's really visible because it's carved into the desert varnish. Oh yeah, look at this. That's pretty cool. Somewhere out here is El Rojo. It's a lot of ground to cover. Glad to get out here early. All right, I think we're getting close, Beefs. Just gonna stop here and have a water break. I think we're real close to El Rojo. Wow. Good news. I see El Rojo. It's directly across from me. And if I can see that from here, it's got to be huge. Like 5 feet, 6 feet tall. It's a pictograph, that's a painting. That is a big one. And the way it's facing, always catch. Well, I don't know. Sun came up right over here. It's almost winter. So, I don't know. I guess it'd always be. I don't know if it's something important for season, winter, summer. I'm not sure. I'd have to be out here in the middle of summer, which I don't really want to be because it's ungodly miserable. But that definitely gets first light, and it's going. What's interesting is that it'll catch first light. I'm looking at it now, and as the sun rises, it'll retreat into the shadows. So that's something to think about, the meaning behind that. Mysterious, but it could be something as simple as a birth or an emergence, and then back into the darkness. I don't know, you think about these things, but wow, it is huge. So I'm not going to waste much more time because I want to get to it while there's still sunlight on it, because as I mentioned, as the sun rises, that big giant pictograph will retreat into the shade. It's amazing. It's amazing it's still that vibrant. Straight ahead. Up is up. Whew. In danger of breaking a sweat. Welcome to El Rojo. I'll be damned. He's got 6 fingers.
So there was probably more to this, and it might have over time broken off, or maybe someone chipped it off, who knows. But it's remarkable. I can see where there might have been more here, and over time it's just, I mean, you can see it just disintegrates. But that is a huge pictograph, and it's almost like Fat Man style. And I say it has 6 fingers here because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I can see the remnants of paint that had fallen off on the inside of that hand, the right hand, and there's just a little bit of the paint left. So that could have been a 6th finger. It's got 5 toes here. Once again, right there, it's all just disintegrated off. This is incredible. Wow. And it's about, I don't know, it's about 4 feet tall. That's a big old pictograph. You can see it's starting to get shade on it, and that would catch sunrise. That's the view from the pictograph. Whew, man. All that. Absolutely incredible. So to give you an idea, I'm underneath it, so obviously there was material here, or a ladder to paint this, but that's almost as tall as me. You know, it's probably 4 feet high there. That's just, it's absolutely incredible. I'll go another close up here. We'll go to this hand right here. You can see the remnants of the paint on the inside of the hand, so that might have been another finger right there that fell away, thus making it 6 fingers. Over to the other side, 1, 2, 3, there's 5 fingers on that one. But there could have been 6 toes right there. Just fantastic. It's unbelievable. Yeah, so I'm no professional here, but this style of painting is very, very similar to what you'd find in Snake Gulch in northern Arizona. And that style is called basket maker. That's pretty old. And what's also interesting is that in the immediate area, I've kind of had a look around here. There's no petroglyphs. There's no carvings on the rocks. It's just this here. So that's a mystery. You would think there'd be carvings. I mean, because the rock's all similar to what we saw farther up the canyon here, but there's nothing. I don't know. It's a mystery. But there you have it, folks. I'm pretty stoked to find El Rojo here. The big red pictograph. That's very impressive. And you know, it may very well have had 6 fingers over here on this arm. It might have had 6 toes here. But as you can see, it's all disintegrated. So at some point, it'll be completely gone. Might take another 1,000 years, who knows. But yeah, it's fascinating. Anyway, folks, thank you very much. I'm gonna wrap it up here, and me and the thieves here are gonna enjoy our walk out of here. But always something to learn out in the desert. Yeah. Thank you very much for watching. I got lots more content on the way. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. That helps us out tremendously. We'll see you next time. D-Rock out. Adios.